What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Today we have another gun from Shadow Systems. This is the DR920. It is the Foundation series. Three quick things before we get into this pistol. One, I shot this thing way more than I intended. More than that in just a second. I easily shot it 1,000 rounds, not even close. Two, didn't want to forget this point. All of your holsters are going to work in this gun. Any holster, most holsters for a Glock 17, this is a full-size Glock 17 size gun, are going to work. Safariland, no problem. Most Kydex holsters, you should be good to go with pretty much all Kydex holsters. Third, I don't remember what the third thing was. Oh, my memory. I'm sorry, I forget. Subscribe to the channel, eat gummy bears, live long and prosper. I don't know. Whatever. Doesn't matter. Magazines is where we're going to start, as always. It comes with two 17-round magazines. These are two 10-round magazines because Rhode Island absolutely sucks. They do come with Magpul magazines, which I don't love. But it is a Glock pattern magazine, so if you have any Glock magazines, like most people laying around, you can put them in there. Glock magazines are pretty affordable, but two 17-round Magpul magazines. I remember the third thing. The third thing was this is a Foundation series pistol. Sorry, let's rewind. It is their entry-level, more affordable pistol. Most Shadow Systems guns are like really nice Gucci'd out. They start at $800-900 and they go north of $1,000. They're really nice Gucci'd out Glock guns. The Foundation series, doesn't have the fluted barrel, doesn't have the night sights, doesn't come with a zipper case, a couple little things like that to make it more affordable, to make it much closer to that Glock price without sacrificing any quality. Anyway, back to the gun, the grips. The texture I want to talk about first. The texture is really nice. It's sandpaper-esque. It's a lot more aggressive. I'm going to try not to bash Glock this whole video, but it's definitely, I like it a lot more than the Glock texture. It's just, it's a lot more aggressive without being too aggressive. Like you have it up against your skin, it's not a problem, but the gun does not move at all when you're jumping, and that texture is on all four sides. So the texture is very, very good. It does have some removable back straps. Comes with three different ones. You get the little punch to punch the pin out. And you get three different sizes, and what it does, it kind of changes like the back strap, like the grip angle of the back strap. So if you put the big one in, it's very Glock-esque. And I've been telling Glock that they listen to me, but I've been saying Glock needs to do something like this for years. With this back strap, it's fairly flat, and for me, I don't like the Glock hump. This feels great. It came with the medium-sized one, which is okay, and then this extra large one is very, very Glock-esque. So you boys and girls out there who like the Glock hump, you are good to go. That's how Glock should do it, but what do I know? Wow, that was really, really bad. I put the magazine in because we're going to talk about the mag release. It's fine. Good shape, good size, good texture. It's reversible for you lefties. Drops the magazines freely. I don't really have much to talk about with the magazine release. Now, the trigger is interesting. It's definitely better than a Glock trigger, but it's not like 2011 nice. It's a polymer gun. It's $600-700. It's exactly what I would expect for the trigger. A little bit of take up, a very solid wall. The wall's good, and that's important to me. I like having a good wall. Pulling through the wall is not bad. There's a little bit. The reset's decent. It's okay. This would be a great duty EDC home defense type of gun, type of trigger. It would be absolutely perfect. As always, what we're going to do is take a 10-second break so you can get up close and personal with this trigger. You can smell it, you can taste it, you can touch it, you can lick the screen and tell me what it tastes like. And I'll be right back. What'd you think of the trigger? Not too bad for a $600-700 gun. The rail, standard 1913 rail, again, very Glock-esque. I put Enforce, Streamlight, Surefire, and big Streamlight, little Streamlight, the X300, the X300 Ultra, the X300 Turbo. Put a bunch of lights on there. They all worked. No problem. Slide release, again, nothing to write home about. No issues, no problems. If you choose to use it as a slide release like I do, it's in a great spot. I never rode the slide release where I was shooting though, so for my hands, it was in that perfect spot. It's not on the right side of the gun, so you lefties are gonna have to come over the top to ride, to rack the slide, excuse me. And it is what it is. Speaking of the slide has a nice black nitrate finish, which is fine. Black nitrate is a very, very durable finish. It goes in and impregnates the material, and you shouldn't have any rusting even if the material wears away on here. Serrations are also great. I do have a lot of praise for this gun. The serrations lean forward, which definitely helps you run the gun however you choose to do it. And then the last serration on both the front and, well, more the front than the back, it sticks out a little bit further. It's a little bit deeper. So again, getting a grip on the gun if your hand's wet or something is going to be very, very easy to get the hand on the gun. Sights. They have steel sights. Yay, yay, yay for that. Again, Shadow Systems done a lot of the things we've all been telling Glock to do for years. They did those things for you, which is great. So the Foundation series, again, does not have night sights. You have a white dot front sight, which is fine. Rear sight is a U-notched, blacked out on the rear, ledge for one-handed manipulations. Sighting system is fine. And again, it is Glock pattern sights. So if you don't like, a lot of the stuff in this gun is Glock pattern. So if you don't like the sights, you can easily swap them out with the 8,000 different Glock sights that are available on the market. What's next? I forgot. Let me cheat. Optic. The optic system is pretty cool as well. The way they do it, they give you these little fillers, and depending on what optic you're putting in there, you just stick the little plastic filler either in front of or behind the optic, and it opens up a wide variety of optics for you. This is the EOTech EXFL that I'm in the middle of the review. I've heard a lot of bad things, but so far so good. It uses the loophole delta point footprint. That footprint there works fine. I had a Swamp Fox on here, and that plate, Swamp Fox Kraken, and that plate was an RMR plate. I had an Acro on here, so it you can put the RMR, you can put the Hollison, you can put a bunch of different ones, and the beauty of it is that the screws go right into the slide. So you're not using an accessory plate. There's less likely for anything to break, and it's a very, very secure, very, very good optic system. Shadow Systems did a great job with the optic system. Taking the gun apart is very, very easy. Again, it's very Glock-esque. You can pull the trigger before or after. I like to do it after. We make sure the gun is unloaded. Pull the slide back just like a 16th of an inch. Pull down on the takedown levers. Pull the trigger. Slide comes right off. Now the recoil spring is a steel guide rod. Sorry, the guide rod is steel on and is a captured recoil spring. Words are getting pretty hard. Again, stuff that I think all Glocks should have done from the beginning. Barrel, good barrel, black nitrate, no issues. Again, if you want one of their super fancy plated gold or fluted barrels or anything like that, they have those available if you want to go down that road. Why I put this back together, these are the dimensions. Again, it's just about Glock 17 size, just about Glock 17 weight. Little tiny bit more expensive, but it has those upgrades that I think most people do anyway. So I think the price is worth it. Lifetime warranty, made in the States, yay, 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 lots of good stuff. Now let's talk about the testing. I'm gonna try to be quick here, but I tested this a lot, way, way more than most guns. I easily have 1,000 rounds on this gun. I mean, it's not even close, probably closer to 2,000 rounds. Recently, Rhode Island passed a 10-round magazine ban, which is so stupid. And this is one of the few guns I have that have a 10-round magazine. So all of the trainings I've been going to lately and all the different events, I rock that gun with a 10-round magazine because I don't want to get into it with the ATF boys or the Rhode Island State Police or whoever. Another reason I shot this gun so much is I had the Surefire Turbo on here while I was reviewing that a little bit. I had 2 or 3 different optics on here. Like I said, the Swamp Fox Kraken, the EOTech EXFL. So there's been a lot of optics on here, a lot of pistol shooting lately, and this gun is absolutely taking a beating. I've shot this gun during the day, I've shot it at night, I've shot it under white light, I've shot it with night vision. I've shot it in very, very cold days. We're talking like 10, 15 degree days. I've shot this gun quite a bit. Have not cleaned it at all. I have lubed it a few times. I'm not going to sit here and tell you all of the drills I shot because it would be painfully boring. But every type of drill you could possibly think about, we try to go to the drill every week with drills in mind, and so a very wide variety of drills. I could probably roll in about 2 hours worth of shooting footage of me shooting this gun. Actually, the reason I'm doing this review now, I was going to do it in a couple weeks, is my iPad said my storage is almost full. I went back and looked, and it's almost all footage of me shooting this gun. I'm like, I need to clear out some of this footage. There's a lot of it there. Before we get into the pros and cons, there's one more really important thing you need to know about Shadow Systems. their tolerances are a lot tighter than, again, a Glock or a SIG or an average gun. They do require a break-in period. It's usually only 100 to 200 rounds. You should be shooting a gun way more than that before you carry it anyway, so I don't think it's a big deal, but I see people complaining about it all the time, and I'm like, guys, they make it well known there's a break-in period. It's like not like thousands of rounds, it's 1 to 200, which we should be doing anyway. So the first 5 magazines, this gun had a problem loading in the first round. Had to give it a little tap on the butt, loaded in, no problem. After the first 5 magazines, there was absolutely no problem. So through those 1,000 rounds, no failure to feeds, no malfunctions, no nothing. No stovepipes, whatever malfunction you want to talk about, there's nothing. Did not clean it. Again, I have lubed it a few times, especially when it was in the cold, and there have been no issues with it. Alright, let's get into the pros and the cons. I am getting out of breath. It's a nicely tricked out Glock. This is a very tastefully tricked out Glock. It's all the, well, my opinion, in the essential Glock upgrades, the optics, the sights, the backstrap. Those are all the essentials, the grip texture, in my opinion. Again, if you want to go crazy and get one of their tricked out ones, you can do so as well. The steel sights are great. The better optics cut is great. The better texture is great. The better serrations is great. No doubt, I shoot this much better than a Glock. I have to try twice as hard to shoot a Glock just about as well. And if you gave me a choice, hey, do you want to spend a few extra bucks on the Shadow system or go with the Glock 17? No doubt, I'll take the Shadow system. Maybe I should do a video comparing this to the Glock 17, because there are some advantages over that, but me personally, I'll take the Shadow systems. Cons, I don't love the Magpul mags. That's probably my only con. I didn't have any problems with them at all. They were flawless, but I don't know. They make me nervous. I don't know if that's valid or if I'm just worrying for no reason. I don't know. Whatever. All right. Thank you to Shadow Systems. They did loan me this gun for the review, which is very, very nice of them. So please let me say thank you. I will put some affiliate links down in the video description. If you want to pick one up, hopefully I can find you a good deal. You choose to use those links. Definitely helps me out. Definitely appreciate it. We have swag. If you couldn't tell, this is my cool guy logo. We have shirts. We have patches. If you want to support the channel and look cool, the links to Tiberious swag is down in the video description. More important than any of that, thank you guys for watching. If you think I deserve it, like, comment, subscribe, enable the bell notifications. If you do any of those things, truly helps me out. Definitely appreciate it. And I'll see you next time.